Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we're giving you the entire year now for $10.08. Over 100 videos worth of content for $10.08.
8 cents is just such a slap in the face.
Like 84 cents a month, I think is what it comes out to.
I haven't seen 84 cents in 15 years. Ever since penny candy.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. Hope to see you there.
The entire year.
What's up, YouTube? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's shit, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course.
I'm ready for 2021, man.
It's been a great year for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah.
Nah,
You
bruh,
fucking asshole, George.
Exactly, yeah. This is. I think we
man.
can all, agree that maybe 2021 is not coming fast enough.
Yeah,
for us,
but like,
you know,
damn.
that's-
We picked System of a Down Spiders because, quite frankly,
why
Aerials
not?
is my shit.
Aerials is fire.
I constantly bump that, and I try to stay away from other songs by them. So that way, if we ever get back to them, it's a fresh, genuine reaction. So Spiders is another big song by them. I think it's got like 90-something million views on YouTube. So I'm hoping that it has the System of a Down DNA of Aerials that I like. I'm hoping.
Hopefully it hits. Nothing for BYOB though, huh?
I was okay. It was okay.
I'm being funny. You ain't fucking with that BYOB though.
It's okay.
That was interesting though. That was crazy as hell. So I don't know which part of System of a Down we're getting crazy. We getting that, or are we getting the smoothed out area? I don't know.
So let's get into it, man. System of a Down, Spiders.
Sounds Nirvana-esque.
The piercing radiant moon, the storming of June, all the life running through her hair, approaching guiding light.
I love that we don't know what's gonna happen here. How they gonna bring the fucking music in?
Dreams
This could be the song.
through my
I don't think so. Okay. Oh yeah.
I'm glad that we
Oh yeah.
I'm glad we brought up Aerials because this is exactly like the same.
I love that when they do that shit, though. Bring it back. Yeah. Yeah, that's smooth, dude.
Your lives are open wide. The vision gives them sight of all the life running through her head.
Okay.
Oh, I was in groove. I was mid-groove.
Yeah, you gotta stop it sometime. Give him something. I like that his voice seems to not be as unhinged in this. It reminds us of the Aerials, the Aerial song, where that transition, man, where they have these powerful, sort of dramatic riffs, and then they kind of transition into these smooth,
Softer,
more melodic riffs, right? It's just sort of the way that they transition, they're able to kind of have this sort of contrast and dynamic.
Love that.
Hard to soft is fire.
I
love when
love
they do
that, man.
shit.
I love that. And I think that is just something that I'm always going to be a sucker for because it brings transition into the music, right? It's dynamic, but it's transitioning into a subdued, smoothed out version of rock, if that makes sense, or metal, right? And I just think that is just fire. And I don't know how you guys feel about that. Maybe that's not something that you guys would necessarily call like heavy metal, but I just think it gives a cool factor to the music. You know?
It is cool, man.
You know?
And we've talked about this, more so, on Patreon, man. But and Ryan's brought this up when it comes to smoothness and transitions. And I know people hate that word, because they say sometimes rock and metal they have a purposeful sort of harshness to it.
Yeah.
It's even sometimes in prog, it's just meant to maybe catch you off guard. It's meant to be a little sort of off kilter.
Yeah.
That's just what the artist is going for. And I think typically how we respond to that is like, hey, they can go for whatever they want. But what we tend to like is a sort of smoothness. We like to hear it coming in or it flow in a way that just doesn't come off so out of nowhere. And I feel like for such a dynamic change in the music, from how hard and and sort of volume wise, how sort of how much punch it has, for them to go from that to that without it sounding out of nowhere, I think is just beautiful.
Yeah.
And we like that. It still feels smooth. It still feels like it makes sense.
Yep.
It still feels logical instead of just random, you
Yes.
know? So salute to them for being able to pull that shit off. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't always get pulled off.
That's so
bruh,
true.
In our opinion.
That's so true.
All right, let's get back to it though. Digging it.
The V-chip gives them sight of all the life running through her hair. The spiders all in tune. The evening of the moon.
Even that, just that little, and that's so subdued. Run that back a little bit.
Through my hair. Dreams are made winding through my head. Through my head. Before
Yeah, that's hot. Already. I don't care what happens after that. My man,
Lead singer in the room. It's a diversion.
you know I will be
We should do that. Okay, but a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah, a little bit. Hey, yeah, this is smooth to me. I'm not a big fan of this one. Because there was a couple parts that I was like, ah.
You don't like that?
He said you don't like
You don't
that.
like the
Yeah, that was.
I think that's probably part of the band's charm, though, is the lead singer's like craziness. That's what it seems like.
It is so funny because I said, I don't know if you guys heard me over the music. I was like, yeah, it's a playlist. I don't care what happens next. And right when I said that, he started to go into the thing. I was like, well, maybe I should have said that.
Like he was doing his
But you know, you got to give credit where credit's due, man. That's creative. He's got his own sound. They have their own sound. And I love the transition into that high, low. The way they do that. Again, maybe I just got to hear a little bit more metal songs. I don't know if there's many bands that could pull that off the way they do. That sounds that's audibly great to me. You know what I mean? Because I've heard other bands try to do stuff like something like that, similar stuff, but I don't know if it is pulled off in what I would call a cool way. You know?
I think many people said many people said Nirvana was like the first band. I'm not saying that they were the first, but one of the first bands that kind of hit a certain level of stardom. And maybe even what some of the maybe you can even argue in that sort of group of pioneers that kind of made that cool. The sort of softness within the verse, getting into these dynamic hard riffs and back to the softness. Like I think a lot of people credit Nirvana's one of the bands that people credit as kind of pioneering that. But they do it justice, man.
Yeah, they do.
And they do it in their own little cool way, man. I don't know why we just didn't wait like literally like 15 more seconds because the song is
It's almost over. Yeah.
So let's bring it back
6
to
or
make it
7
not seem
seconds.
so like ridiculous.
You know I will be waiting.
Hey.
Dreams are made.
That's hot. Yeah, it's hot.
It's almost intentionally like theatrical and comedic. It feels like his voice, and I'm not saying that he's not like being dead ass serious, but it's serious. But it almost feels like he's this sort of like freeness in his voice, playfulness.
Yeah.
Right? It comes off like it's deliberate. You know, like he wants to throw the listener off with just the different vocal takes. You know, especially in some of the other songs that we've heard, like Chop Suey and I want this to be something that's just completely catches you off guard. It's almost like Geddy Lee from Rush. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I don't know if Geddy Lee, if I told you just sing a cappella right now, if I'm gonna rock with you, Geddy Lee, but it kind of works within
The system.
within Rush's system, and I think maybe that's what it is for
System
Surge
of a Down.
of System of a Down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't even playing. You know, the system. I don't know what they're talking about. I guess on off to the side here, we were reading that this song is about speaks of a girl named June that's going through a procedure to insert a V chip in her brain, controlling her thoughts and dreams. It metaphorically speaks of the control imposed on our will by the government, the media, and the system. We're getting close though. We're getting close. I think Ryan wants the chip inside.
Dude, I'm ready. Just put it in me, man. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to use
Simplifies it, right?
I don't want to use money. I don't want to use none of that. Bless you. I just want to be done. Make it easy. You know what I'm saying?
Just wave my hand.
Yep, done.
I'm saying?
Scan my eye, whatever it takes, man. You know what I'm saying? If I have to, you know, if my privacy has to be violated to a certain extent
got nothing to hide, bro.
for the world to be a better place, hey, I'm down with that. If that can, you know, if that would, I don't want to be too philosophical and kind of go off on a tangent, but if that could like lower crime and all that kind of, I get it that privacy is important. I'm not trying to invade anyone's privacy or break any laws, but if that could make the world a better place, if crime could go down 98%, you know, but there's always somebody that would misuse the power. I get it. But if that was the case, hey, I'd be down for it. I'm done.
Well, anyway, that's pretty much the end, guys. Shout out to them, man. That's going on my playlist for sure.
Yeah, it's hot.
Powerful riffs to the subdued riffs and the sort of tasteful, slick drumming in the background, man. That keeps the pace. Because even when the music cuts off and it's just Surge singing, what really helps Surge, you know what I mean, in my opinion, because his voice is a little different, what really helps him is those drums in the background.
Yep.
Cymbal work, it's automatically, it's just head nod inducing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and it just
is.
feels so fucking
Love it.
smooth.
Love
you
that.
know, so salute to these guys, man. Ariel's is a eternal playlist
Yeah.
song. This is gonna be a playlist song. You know, so we'll see, man. I don't know what side of this is preferred amongst the System of a Down community. If they like the crazy or maybe they like it all, but this is hot to me.
Yes, sir.
That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel. If you're interested, it will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.
We out.